Hello and welcome. Today I'm giving you my long-awaited Conclave review, just in time for Christmas. I'm gonna be changing things up just a little bit. I interviewed my roommates who went to go see it with me, and I asked them what they liked, what they disliked, all that kind of jazz. So I'm gonna let them tell you what they thought about the movie, and then I'll come in at the very end, let you know my thoughts and my final review, and then go enjoy your Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I think you should be expecting some new content down the line. Gonna try my hand at live streaming, switching up the formats. Gonna be playing with some new friends, some old friends that you've already seen. Just trying to figure out what I'm gonna be doing with this channel. But I will be seeing you in 2025, so keep an eye out. Without further ado, let's get on with the review.
First thing that comes to mind, the score. I think the score was really good. I think one of my friends put it the best way. It's like I've never sat at the edge of my seat for a PG-13 movie like that. So it was really good.
Yeah, there was like hardly any action. Like it's not a fighting movie either.
No. I'm like at the edge of my seat, like I'm watching a war movie.
Right.
With just how intense it is.
I thought we had your support. If we liberals are not united, Tedesco will become Pope. You have no idea how bad it became, Thomas. The way he and his circle attacked the Holy Father towards the end. The smears, the leaks to the press, it was savage. He fought him every single day of his pontificate. And now that he's dead, he wants to destroy his life's work. If Tedesco becomes Pope, he will undo 60 years of progress.
You talk as if you're the only alternative, but Adeyemi has the wind behind him.
Adeyemi. Adeyemi, the man who believes that homosexuals should be sent to prison in this world and hell in the next. Adeyemi's not the answer to anything, and you know it. If you want to defeat Tedesco...
This is a conclave, Aldo. It's not a war.
It is a war, and you have to commit to a side.
Was there any specific part that like stuck out to you?
I think when the twists do come and the score kind of sets the tone for that, you start getting like the pacing going, and there's one specific twist at the very end where you're just like, you can't help but put yourself in their shoes and be like so conflicted within yourself. And so I think that was my favorite part. The silence was really loud in this movie. Like it was so silent that like it would just be so uncomfortable. You felt so claustrophobic.
Yeah.
In those scenes.
Yeah. This is about the Catholics, right?
Right.
And they were saying some pretty Protestant things.
Right.
Was there anything that you disliked or that you wish would have been done better?
If there's one thing I didn't like, it was the fact that their theology seemed almost too solid for what the movie was about. So it's like you come in with this mind with the mindset of like, okay, this is Catholic, so there's gonna be a lot of like, depictions of Mary, prayers like rosaries and stuff like that, and you don't get any of that. You get a lot of Protestant theology, but I think there's a lot more that they could have probably shown towards like, I guess, the Catholic faith.
And that's interesting because you came from the Catholic faith, right?
Right. Yep. And so I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm like, I already have like so many thoughts in my head like about this movie. I'm like, I wonder if it's just gonna give me flashbacks, literally. And the whole time I'm like, I felt like I was learning new things. I was like, whoa, like good things too. Nothing crazy. Yeah, with that perspective, I came in thinking that it was gonna be the solid Catholic things like Mary, saints, all that, but it wasn't. So
yeah, that's true. What would you rate it out of 10?
I think I say a solid 8.5.
8.5?
8.5, yeah.
All right, I'm here with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
Not much, bro. Just wanted to ask you about Conclave. So, what'd you like about it?
I think the thing I liked the most, as far as like a technical side, was the sound design. And so the soundtrack itself was beautiful, tense when it had to be tense. It evoked the right emotions, I think, for any given moment. I really liked the moments where like everything went quiet.
Yeah.
And it was just like you're in there, you're in that meeting chamber with them as they're writing down the names of their nominee, and there's no music. It's just the guys writing. And so that one was like a really cool like experience technically. And then the acting was perfect. Great cast. I don't know any other names, but I know I've seen them all over the place.
Yeah.
And they always kill it. And it just looked really good too. Just like a good looking, great sounding, perfect performance, I guess, in my opinion.
You should be careful, Thomas. Your own ambition has not gone unnoticed. This might be seen as a tactic to blacken the name of a rival.
Well, that's a despicable accusation.
Is it? I wonder if you really are so very reluctant to have the chalice passed to you. I shall pretend this conversation never took place.
It did a really good job of making you think about some of the things that happened in there.
Yes.
There was a really that big like dilemma, I guess, at the end, big plot twist at the end, can affect any denomination, and so it did a really good job of like making you think deeper down beyond the surface. Like, okay, what would you do? Like,
Right.
now, like, put it in your hands. So that was really cool.
When I asked Andy, he didn't really have anything negative to say. Do you have anything that you're kind of like...
From, again, like a technical side, no. I'm a Bible nerd.
Okay.
And, like, so the only negative thing I had was inherently, there's, like, key moments in the movie, especially toward the end, when they make these, like, really beautiful, impactful speeches, but they're kind of like, when you look at some things in the Catechism, specifically Catechism 2, and then the way some of those speeches went, they just don't line up. I'm not a Catholic, so even some of the nuances are kind of lost on me. But even then, it's not like a dislike, just kind of like a inconsistency, I guess.
Got you. Overall rating, what would you give it?
It's tough. It's absolutely above an 8.5.
Really? Okay.
Above 8.5.
Okay.
I don't know if it's 10.
Yeah.
So 9.
9?
9.
Yeah.
Solid movie. And it's not like life-changing. It's not like I don't think it's gonna have the cultural impact like Interstellar or any other movie like that is gonna have. But you're gonna watch it and you're gonna be like, wow, like I'm gonna be thinking about this for a minute. I think 9 for me.
So now you've heard what my roommates Andy and Chris thought of the movie. You heard some of their thoughts, their opinions, their ratings, and I have to say that I agree with pretty much everything that they said. The soundtrack, phenomenal. Acting, can't go wrong. Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, Ray Fiennes, just heavy hitters that were carrying their weight, did a phenomenal job. Set design, production, everything. This movie had it all. Really made you think. Honestly, if you want to go watch a movie that's going to make you think, that's really going to make you kind of just wrestle with some tough ideas. I don't come from a Catholic background. I actually come from Protestant background. So even I was wrestling and dealing with some of the things that the movie was presenting. And given that it's based off of a book, I think it really set itself up for success. So personally, I would give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. And I highly recommend you go watch it. Let me know down in the comments what movie you want me to do in the future. Leave a like if you like what you're seeing. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in 2025.